NCIS has become a television mainstay, and its influence cannot be discussed without mentioning the original major case response team and the unforgettable characters. With their individual contributions to the dynamic of the program, Leroy Jethro Gibbs, Abby Ciuto, Tony DiNozzo, Dr. Ducky Mallard, and Kate Todd have all helped to mold NCIS into what it is today. Their legacy endures in the hearts of viewers, even if their shoes have been suitably filled after their departure. NCIS expanded into 5 offshoot series as it gained popularity and eventually became one of the longest-running television shows ever. There is no denying the franchise's influence on contemporary television, from NCIS Los Angeles to NCIS Hawaii. Furthermore, the tale goes on with even more in the works, as a planned Tony and Ziva program finds its home in the NCIS chronology. Nevertheless, Kate was an extremely talented investigator who frequently served as the original MCRT team's sane voice. One of the primary reasons her sudden death caught most people off guard was her compassion, which made her real and easy to adore. The incident was a watershed that altered the dynamics of NCIS for all time, reverberating throughout the remainder of the show's run. Even though Kate's life was cut short, we will always have positive memories of her. It was sometimes like seeing the actor himself play the role of the late David McCallum's outstanding portrayal of Dr. Donald Ducky Mallard. One of the most adored characters on NCIS, Ducky was the final member of the original MCRT team when he passed away in 2023. But Ducky was more than just a medical examiner. He gave us some of the greatest NCIS moments ever and was a rock of humanity, knowledge and stability. Some of the greatest quotations from NCIS were given by Ducky, who was well known for his compassion, patience, and lengthy tales. His "I told you so" moments were frequently tinged with warmth and humor, and his unique blend of sardonic humor and sincere concern made him genuinely distinctive. Ducky contributed to the legacy of NCIS, even if he may not have been the most important character in the story. Anthony DiNozzo is the only NCIS character that immediately springs to mind when someone thinks about charm. DiNozzo, played by Michael Weatherly, primarily went by Tony and won our hearts in the process. Like no other, he made the original MCRT crew laugh and learn movie knowledge. He also made some major moves with the women. DiNozzo, however, had some of the greatest development during the series despite his slick demeanor. One of the primary reasons we are eager for the NCIS Tony and Ziva spin-off to premiere is because he moved from being a serial womanizer to just having one, really 2 women in his life. Despite having a humorous streak, Tony was one of NCIS's greatest investigators and had a great rapport with practically every team member. After 13 seasons, Weatherly left the program in 2016, but we'll see him again soon. Abby Ciuto, a forensic specialist, contributed just as much to NCIS as any other field agent, if not more at times. It is not surprising that her departure in season 15 left a noticeable hole in the series, since her distinct personality and eccentric genius make her one of the most recognizable characters in the whole franchise to date. Polly Parrott's portrayal of Abby was exceptional for several reasons. Her distinctive gothic appearance set her apart from other crime investigators and contrasted sharply with her vivacious demeanor. Furthermore, it was interesting how Abby tackled her duties while carrying the required CFPOW. She made forensic science appear fascinating while being perceptive and informed. We believe that now is the ideal moment for Abby to rejoin NCIS and resurrect her classic appeal. Leroy Jethro Gibbs, the bold and astute head of NCIS, is perhaps the most important figure in the show's success. Mark Harmon will go down in history as the guy who really made Gibbs come to life, even if a few actors have played him over the NCIS franchise. For the most of the 18 seasons in which he starred, Harmon stole the show, and his decision to quit the MCRT team devastated us. Without a doubt, Gibbs' influenced NCIS from the start. Gibbs' reputation is still unrivaled, from his distinctive demeanor, boat construction, and legendary slaps on the head to catching some of the most infamous criminals on the show and consistently sticking up for what's right. Gibbs was and still is the heart and soul of NCIS, as evidenced by the fact that his presence is still felt strongly even after he left the program in 2021.